me now, Rebecca Walser, president of Walser Wealth Management. Thank you for being with us. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
I want to start. The president is very optimistic about this upcoming year, about the economy in 2026. Do you have any predictions, any thoughts about the year ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be a positive year. We definitely have a lot of fundamentals in place for it to be a positive year. We still also have, a lot of global macroeconomic issues and challenges, especially with China. So we'll see if we have a smooth year. If China doesn't disrupt us, then that will be wonderful.
Yeah, always eyes on China, worth keeping an eye on.
Exactly.
There's a James Freeman column in the Wall Street Journal on Wednesday. And thinking about this in terms of job growth across America, we've seen a little bit of a slowdown in the job market. But here's what he says. Time will tell whether the worriers were onto something, but it's nice to see today's positive news following the Labor Department's lovely Tuesday report noting that there were nearly 7.7 million job openings in the U.S. in October. This figure was slightly more than in the previous month and also higher than the total for October of last year. All of this suggests it's still a great time to look for work in America. What do you think on the jobs front?
I mean, I do think this is our trouble area. This is the labor area is the problem area. And that's why it's really great that GDP came in higher and CPI came in lower. This leaves under, against expectations, because we do have potential labor issues, and labor is going to be the Fed's main issue, I think, going forward. I think inflation is definitely still obviously an issue, but the labor is the problem, because we have CEOs in quarter three basically saying, hey, we do see some productivity gains with AI, and we don't necessarily have to replace those jobs. And they're looking at that as a cost benefit and a savings benefit, and they're looking at that as a positive. And, so it's great to see the job openings tick up. What we want to see is the unemployment number come down. And I do think that that's going to be the Fed's main focus as the new chair gets seated in May. And Trump obviously will continue to look at the jobs and do things like the big, beautiful bill that will help stimulate job growth.
Yeah, so that's May. Let's talk about April, though, because there's some money that could be heading into American pockets when they file their taxes this year. The IRS giving some bigger tax breaks specifically for self-employed workers. There are a couple different things that people might be looking at. The cents per mile for business use, the cents per mile driven for medical purposes, a few things that could save more than a few dollars. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. The big, beautiful bill was actually retroactive to the beginning of 2025. And that's why we're expecting about $100 billion of tax refunds going out to the American population before, as soon as people can file. And that's because of the fact that they didn't lower their withholdings. And so they over withheld based on the new actual, provisions in the big, beautiful bill. And so we will see a big tax refund for it's about $1,000 more for most average people than what they had gotten previously. And so it's exciting, because that means that consumers will be stimulating the economy in April and up to April with the that $100 billion, we hope.
Rebecca Walser, thank you. Packed a lot of info into the end of our show. We greatly appreciate it. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you for having me.
Mike?
Happy New Year.